Hello, everyone. My name is Lavinia and welcome. I am participating in the Inktober 2025 challenge with the Zentangle prompts for each day of the month of October. We are winding down. We are at day 27. This particular Zentangle is new to me. It is called Yeed, Y-E-E-D. The artist that created this has two versions, just the Yeed and also a blossoming yeed. And I don't know what the background is, but this to me seems a combination of the letter Y and a seed. And I'll show you what it looks like. I already drawn it here in my journal, the regular yeed and then the blossoming yeed. So I will show you both versions. I think on the Zentangle itself, I will draw the basic yeed. And here on the calendar, I'll show you the two blossoming yeeds that the artist created. So for the calendar, I'm going to start with that one first. I'm going to use this Artist Loft gel pen. It's a sparkly gel pen. And I thought I would do that here on the calendar because I do like to add color to my calendar. And then I will use one of my ink pens, my black ink pens, to draw the regular yeed or the basic yeed here on the bijou tile. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to come down a little bit closer and we will break down this Zentangle. Okay, and I'm going to show you why I think that it's a combination of the letter Y and a seed. So for the blossoming yeed, I'm going to come here. Actually, I'm going to write the name of the Zentangle here, just so that it fits in. So for the blossoming yeed, we are just going to put a dot and then just around it 5 other dots, just like that. And then what we're going to do is on each side, you're just going to have a slight curve just to give it that seed shape. That, it's a petal shape, but it also looks like a seed shape to me. So just a slight curve. Like that. So it's almost like a 5-pointed daisy, but with the elongated petals. And then you're going to add the Y. So I'm just going to put a slight little stem that comes up, and then you're just going to connect from the tip of one petal to that middle section. And to me, that is the Y, the letter Y. And even in the artist drawing, it's not like it's a perfect star shape, but that is the blossoming yeed. And I think I will draw this on the compilation page a little bit later on. So we will go ahead and do that. Now for the basic yeed, let's get to our Zentangle tile. And I'm going to put my gel pen away. And I'm going to use, I guess, my 0.3. This is from Artist Loft. And so what we're going to do is just add a straight line. So we're creating this bottom line here. So just that straight line. We're going to give it an aura. And then we're just going to add some dots. So if you can try to space them evenly, more or less, that's fine. So like that. And then the same thing, we're just going to give it that slight curve. You can make it wider like I did there. And just come down to that line. So again, to me, that looks like a small little seed shape. All right, so now we have those. And now the same thing, we're just going to put in this letter Y. So I like to start with the straight line first and then connect that like that. So I'm putting that straight line. And then here you'd probably have one going off that way. Maybe we will put that one there like that, and that would go off that way. So that is Yeed. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put maybe the blossoming Yeed, since I left some space here, so maybe I could add another one. So just going to add that one dot, and then just randomly, if I can space them out evenly, that's great. But I'm going to put those 5 dots. And I'm just going to give it that curve coming to that center dot. I think it's better for me if I rotate. That in itself is very pretty. Just going to add that center, and then from the point of the petal, come down there. And again, it's just that Y shape. Like that. And of course, if you wanted to embellish in the inside, I think I will do that on the compilation page. But even here, let's say maybe you wanted to add some striping, again, you know, orbs, maybe some spirals. I think that would be pretty too, like that. I think actually that is quite cute. So give it a try, you know, embellish as you like. So now let's get to the compilation page. And I think I am going to do the blossoming Yeed. And I may put in several, so maybe I can start putting them and filling in this space here. So I think I'm going to add, and if it goes off the page, you know, that's fine too. I think I want to make these just a little bit bigger. I wonder what it would look like if we put in 6. Let's go ahead and try that. So I think as long as you have those seed shapes and the Y, it'll probably be that blossoming Yeed. So we have that. And another thing, another way she had done her blossoming Yeed is then here add half of a petal, and then she brought it together. So I will show you what that one looks like. So here she was just adding where that center line was, just in like the half of that seed there, and then she wouldn't come to the point, but just somewhere towards the middle, just to give it a little bit of an aura. So that's a different and another option. So let me show you that. And I think I'm going to embellish mine by adding a center line in those original petals or seeds that we had done. And I'm going to add some more. So maybe this will be one center point. And maybe there's one that goes off behind that tangle there. Okay. And that is Middleton. I had to look and see what it was. Okay, then we're going to add the Y. And I'm going to add those center lines, those little flicks in there. And I'm going to add another one, I think. That'll probably come down there. So let's see. And I'm going to say that there's one that is going behind Owl Peak. I'm going to add those flicks and then connect that Y. Like that. And I think I am going to give it an aura. Which might be go behind the other tangles there. So I can put a cluster there, maybe another cluster elsewhere. Maybe I will put a larger one here because again, I only have 1, 2, 4 more, and there's still quite a bit of space here left. So I do want to fill up the space. Maybe I'll make a large one. The petals are not all the same size. And the lines of this particular Y that I'm making are a little bit curvier. I'm going to add that little flick. And I'll probably go ahead and continue adding more, but I just wanted to go ahead and shade this. So I think I'm going to add it here in these middle sections. Like think it'll look best there. This way those petals will stand out just a little bit better and give it a 3-dimension. And I'll probably continue adding some more and then give those an aura as well. I think I do like having them, the petals be a little bit larger. It's a little bit askew. So this one I'm going to have come behind. Like that. And actually that's pretty. It looks like they're falling on down. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue with this. And I want to make these petals just a little bit larger. Let me start with this one. And then I'm going to see where I'm going to add the others. Maybe that one just starts to tuck behind. Okay, like that. And so I'll continue off camera, but just wanted to show you again the options for Yeed. This might be something that, again, if I have space, maybe I will also add this. Maybe I can make it as a curve going along here. That might be an option as well. So again, this is Yeed, the blooming Yeed, and just regular Yeed, which again, you can embellish however you like. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.